Independent National Sales Director Dawn Otten Sweeney has had a desire to succeed. Her goal is to make an annual income of $100,000 by the age of 30. Working in a retail job she was disillusioned with, she knew she had to find another way to succeed. Dawn made 15 appearances in the unit circles, including 2 times in the prestigious $500,000 Circle of Achievement. She's qualified for 11 top sales director trips, including 5 of the prestige trips. Dawn was in the top 10 of her seminar 5 times. She led her unit to the $1 million Circle of Excellence twice, her highest in the $1,150,000 circle, and she was queen of unit sales for her seminar. Debuting as a national sales director out of the Debbie Moore area in 2004, she's a member of the Industry Millionaires Club with over $4 million she's earned in commissions since starting her business in 1986. And she has achieved Gold Circle status 9 times. I'm grateful that I made a decision from my heart to start my Mary Kay business, or the last 3 decades of my life would have been a lot different, says Dawn. The Mary Kay opportunity has given my husband and me the option to pursue our dreams and be parents instead of breadwinners. Please welcome National Sales Director Dawn Otten Sweeney.
Good morning, friends. How thankful are we right now that Mary Kay Inc. still chooses to invest in in-person events. Can we all get on our feet and express a huge Thanksgiving for our Mary Kay corporate staff, from Ryan to Allison to Kelly and beyond, for everything they do to support us. Because really, let's be honest, we can't do what we do without them doing what they do. Okay, let's recap and apply what we learned at our 2025 Leadership Conference. We've been inspired, equipped, coached by our NSDs, sales force members, and corporate staff, but there's more. We need, I believe at this time, to recognize and understand deeply, gut level, where we are together in Mary Kay Ash's mission and our company's history. Obviously, we all know, we're very clear, we're halfway through the seminar yet. Anyone not know that yet? Halfway through to the seminar year. It's been 1 year since Ryan became CEO and a few months since he took over the role of presidency, just as his father had. Many women have debuted as NSDs. Coming from Detroit, Michigan, where the auto industry has been laying off many, go Detroit, go Lions. I've been laying off many high-level employees lately, very close to retirement, without retirement. Some my husband's clients, some our family friends. I am grateful, as I know you are, for this opportunity for my family and for yours. I am eternally grateful for a family-owned company committed to our founders' culture and principles while supporting the opportunity with necessary products to reach the women that this brand and opportunity needs. I think most of us would agree that the last 5 years have been challenging. Can I get an amen to that? Last 5 years, let's just get it out there. The last 5 years have been challenging, but I'm grateful that this company has not only survived, but thrived in the 38 years I've had my business, even post-pandemic. Looking at the drug selling industry, I thank Mary Kay Ash for following through on her dream 62 years ago, despite the challenges. If you don't know the challenges Mary Kay went through, please read her autobiography and everything you can get your hands on. Now it's our time, though, to pass on the legacy of leadership. See, in every relay race, there's a 1.6 second exchange zone where the one runner is running as fast as they can with the baton in one of their hands, waiting for the other person to get in stride and take the baton and continue the race to a successful finish line. We're in that exchange zone right now. If we do not leave here ignited and clear, we could be the generation that drops the baton. Many of us are tired. Some of us have been distracted. But we must remember, we're not the first generation to face these challenges. We don't want to be the generation that drops the baton. Right? Amen? To succeed in this exchange zone, we need to be fully committed and focused on our potential. As Mary Kay Salesforce leaders, we get to handle the batons well and pass them on effectively. Some of you may already know this. Some of you may just be realizing now at leadership, maybe you're first. But Mary Kay Ash believed that everyone has a seed of greatness inside of them, and it's our job to encourage it out. This is one of the 3 principles that she writes about in her autobiography. This, she felt, was paramount to her succession plan. For her baton passing to be successful, the last 62 years have been successful and sustainable. For us, the batons have to be passed for the generations to come. So, we're not going to drop the baton, are we? No. Mary Kay gave this to us, her daughters, her sales directors, her NSDs. She gave us this baton. And this is how we get to IYFP, igniting your full potential. To run strong and fast with our batons, running the race to win, with the strategic intentions to pass our batons set before us, we all, 100% of us, need to leave Leadership Conference 2025 ignited to reach our full potential. Let's go through this. I'm responsible for keeping my flame lit. Why? Yes, I am willing. F, we're going to be forward focused. P, potential. Yours, measured only by how he designed you, with 0 comparison to others. Let's dig in. All right, repeat after me. I'm responsible for keeping the flame going. Your full potential. Oh, okay, let's do it again. I'm responsible for keeping the flame going. Your full potential involves becoming an impactful servant leader. That's your Mary Kay DNA. You may have forgotten it, but that is who you are. You're a trailblazer. This is built into you. You are a pioneer. Your current or your past accolades, they don't define your future. Mary Kay Ash taught us the only thing holding us back is our mindset, the 6 inches right here. Keeping your attitude exemplary, Mary Kay said, read every single day, inspiring material. I want to give you 3 book recommendations that have helped me and my leaders this past year. 1, The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson. Great for unit studies, unit meetings, weekly meetings. I think it's the best analogy of going from a dream to passing it on that I've read. 2, The Ultimate Guide to Developing Leaders by John Maxwell. Invest in your people like your future depends on it, because it does. This is great for you first to read, and then to work with potential red jackets, potential DIQs. And 3, Multiplying Your God-Given Potential by John Bevere. This is based on Matthew 25:14-30, and it emphasizes maximizing your potential. I highly recommend that for you personally. In some of you in this audience, you got, as I did, from Mary Kay Ash when you left her home and new director training, she handed us a $1 bill. And on it was written, Matthew 25:14-30, love Mary Kay. During our new sales director education week, we used to get to go and visit with her. Now you visit maybe on Zoom with national sales directors, but the advice has been passed on, baton to baton, from runner to runner. Mary Kay Ash also advised us, listen to motivational content daily. It was cassettes in your car, then it was CDs, DVDs, flash drives, YouTubes, now podcast. She said attend the 4 events a year. We're here now, leadership. What's the next one? Next one. Next one. Repeat. And be very careful who you spend the most time with and who you take advice from. Mary Kay taught me that unless I wanted to trade shoes with a person advising, be cautious. I think this may be even more critical in a day when we meet friends by viewing their posts and stories on social media. Above all else, protect your heart. Manage distractions and decide that you are unoffendable. Okay, please repeat. I am responsible for keeping the flame lit. Why? Yes, I am willing. Please repeat. I am willing.
I am willing.
But are you really? But are you really, truly willing to run as fast as those NSD and Maritai did every January to June to meet their goals that were set the seminar prior, without changing the finish line based on what stats said mid-year? They didn't change the finish line. They changed the pace they were willing to work. Are you willing to do that this year? I feel like I'm in a skincare class. I'm not in my head. I need you to. Are you willing to do that this year?
Yes.
You guys have all gone through TIQ, right? Everyone here. Are you willing to do it again? That was enthusiastic. I want you to consider this. Re-qualifying yourself. Be a secret TIQ. Your unit does not need to know this. This is not a Facebook post. You in 8 are going to meet unit qualifications. You've done this before. Some a couple times, some 3 times, some 4 times. You're pros at TIQ. You can do this in 3 months. You can do it in a month. But let's just say you take 3 months. January through March, 8 to 24. And then April to June, 8 to 24. You guys think what might happen? Unit size? Multiply out your unit size. Can we talk a second about unit size? You guys remember when were you excited they were giving us free product when we walked out like we used to get? Imagine if when you were walking out today they said, everyone gets a new 100 unit members into their unit. You'd be excited, right? And think about if those people signed up for the whole big Mary Kay opportunity, not just a consultant number to get their things at cost. Very different. You are a better leader than you think. You could be the same leader you are right now with 100 new people, and I guarantee you, your car would be different, your unit club would be different, your next bar pin would be very different. This part of leadership is very mathematical. Mary Kay Ash taught us there's 3 ways to lead. You got this. We've got this comeback. Are you willing? That was about like 5%. Are you willing?
Yes.
Take the lessons from the past, but leave the emotion behind. Let's look at forward focus, no looking back. Please repeat. I will be forward focused when I leave this arena, when I leave San Antonio today. Will you do what it takes to keep the flame ignited, making consistent hourly choices to ensure we don't miss this exchange zone? Remember, your past is not your future, and without vision, people perish. Our future is in our future. This baton I have is from Senior National Sales Director Emeritus Debbie Moore, given to me in 2019. On it is written, Inner Circle, Otten Sweeney, I love you. Debbie Moore passed her batons well, very well. But I have been running around this Inner Circle mountain for a lot longer than I expected. Anyone else here been running around the same mountain for a lot longer than expected? What I do know is that God's delay is not his denial. I've been here before, though. One day, 22 years ago, I was studying the note Mary Kay Ash had written on that dollar bill. I realized I was being the third person in that parable that was unwilling to take a risk, who did not multiply their gifts and talents. From the outside of the Mary Kay world, people thought I had it made. $900,000 director, but honestly I was managing, not leading. I was playing not to lose versus playing to win. And I'm not proud to share this with you. God convicted me. And you guys, conviction's good. If you're feeling conviction, it's very different. Condemnation is backwards focused. Conviction is good, it's hopeful, it's future focused towards your potential that God put into you. I am so glad that Mary Kay Ash gave me that dollar bill and I chose to study it out. Study it out. This revelation started a whole new leadership style for me. Every day, starting asking Him how to invest my time. Throwing my heart across the line again after a season of losing many directors. My heart was hurt by others' choices and actions, so I was protecting myself. Selling products and teaching others to sell products is a lot safer on the heart than passing the legacy of leadership baton. But that's not what Mary Kay Ash asked us to do and counted on us to do. Her famous saying to all of us was, pass it on. The product's amazing, but nothing happens until someone sells something. But the product is the vehicle we use to find the women that we want to pass the leadership batons to. Who are you looking for? What are the characteristics of who you're looking for in your next sales directors? You should be able to spout that off to me just like an elevator speech, like your before, now, future, like your crack check, story. If you don't know who you're looking for, how do you know if you found her? Let's make that list before you go home and start recruiting her. And then start investing, transferring your skills to her by earning while she's learning. Okay, Mary Kay started her company with 9 to find the 100. Let's be the ones that go out and find the next 100, but I want to end with this. Mary Kay's last speech that she handed to someone when she couldn't speak at her last seminar. And I want to wrap up with that. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Okay, in closing, Mary Kay Ash's last words that she could not speak herself at seminar were, what more can any woman ask for? Close your eyes and pretend she's saying this to you right now, please. To be surrounded by all of you, to feel and to hear all of your love, to feel the great joy in this arena. I'm convinced I must have done something right. It's true, I did see the dream, I did see the vision, I did provide you the vehicle, and for 34 years I've watched with such pride because you just took my dream, this company, and ran with it. And you will continue to run with it because there's so many women who want to follow your example. Believe me, we have so many more lives to touch. This work will never be finished. Never, never, never. I am so blessed by each of you who are inspired by my example. Today I'd like to think that you can use my example and let it inspire you to become your own best example. It's so simple when you understand the big picture of what we're about. Then and only then are we fully capable of being the best we can be by inspiring others. Thank you from the bottom of a very grateful heart for allowing me to touch your life. And now listen. It's your turn to run with your dreams and touch more lives than ever imagined. God bless, Godspeed. See you in Charlotte, Seminar 2025.
Let's hear it again for National Sales Director, Otten Sweeney.